You chose the bob, and I have to say, that was a wonderful decision. Not everyone's ready to go shorter after 60. But you did. And when a bob is done right, it gives you clarity, ease, and that ready-to-go feeling in just a few minutes. Still, there are days when you look in the mirror and feel something's missing. Not the haircut itself, just a soft layer. Something that finishes the picture. That's where the scarf comes in. Before we dive in, can I ask you something real quick? Where are you watching from today? I always love knowing who I'm talking to. And do you have a scarf or two tucked away somewhere? Maybe ones you rarely wear because you're not sure how to style them? If yes, perfect. If not, don't worry. I'll help you choose the right kind. And if you enjoy gentle style tips like this, just ways to feel a little more put together after 60, feel free to subscribe. No pressure, but I do try to keep things practical and worth your time. All right, let's get into it. There are 3 scarf styles that instantly elevate a bob cut over 60. Style 1, the soft drape like a whisper around your bob. If you wear a classic bob or a chin-length cut, you probably know this feeling. Your hair's neat, clean lines, but the neck area feels bare. Not wrong, just not quite finished. The sharper the bob, the more that space under it can use a touch of softness. That's where a loose, gently draped scarf, no knots, no for silver hair. Try muted lavenders, soft mint, or pale sky blue. They reflect the silver in a gentle way and bring lightness to your skin. For salt and pepper tones, think dusty rose, warm cream, or milky beige, like a soft glow under your face without saying a word. A close friend of mine, who's worn a salt and pepper bob for years, once told me, "My neck isn't what it used to be, and I don't want to hide it. I just want to look in the mirror and feel softer." A dusty pink scarf is the only thing that does that, without making me feel like I'm trying too hard. Style 2, the side knot. Balance your bob softly. If your bob has bangs or soft layers, you might have noticed this. It moves forward nicely, but feels like it has no anchor below. A side-tied scarf gives it just that. It draws the eye gently from the hair to the neckline, especially helpful if you're wearing a round neck top or skipping jewelry. I like to call it the quiet finishing touch. It doesn't shout, but it makes everything click. For cool-toned silver hair, try dusty mauve, soft terracotta, or smoky taupe, shades that sit quietly behind your hair like the perfect picture frame. For deeper salt and pepper hair, muted navy, soft rust, or even faded olive can surprise you. A little earthy, a little artistic, but still fresh. I once styled a retired schoolteacher with a wispy fringe bob. She wore a cream sweater and a side-tied scarf in muted rose. No one noticed her neck. Everyone just said, "She looks so pleasant to look at." Style 3, the French loop. Structure meets softness. If your bob is stacked or cut close at the nape, it often looks very precise, almost engineered. It's beautiful, but from a side view, it can feel a little stark. The French loop scarf, where you wrap once and tuck through, adds just enough volume beneath to give your bob something to sit on. It doesn't hide the haircut, it gives it presence. Try quiet but deep colors: smoky gray, ink-wash blue, dusky mauve, or faded fig. These shades don't age you. They feel like aged materials: old wood, soft linen, worn-in leather. And when paired with a short bob after 60, they don't say styled, they say settled. At a craft workshop, I met a woman in her 60s, silver bob, no necklace, no color in her hair. She wore a scarf in this exact loop, in a color like faded plum, and she said, "I don't die anymore." I don't wear jewelry, but when I wear it like this, I feel like I know something others don't. Part 2. The scarves I gave up on, and the ones I kept. I used to think scarves were for other people, not me. I tried, believe me. One made me look like I was auditioning for a period drama. Another was so short I didn't know what to do with it. And one, thick and stiff, wrapped around my neck like I was bracing for a throat exam. And then there was the coral scarf. I wore it with my silver bob once. Let's just say the scarf arrived in the room a full 5 seconds before I did. It clashed with my hair, my skin, my earrings, even my mood. I remember looking in the mirror and saying to myself, "Scarves just don't work on me. I look older, it feels too fussy. This isn't me." So I stopped trying. I folded them up, tucked them in a drawer, done. But one day, I didn't throw them out. I just tried again. No fancy folds, no tight knots, just a soft loop, loosely draped. I picked a gentler color, a lighter fabric. And suddenly, no compliments, no big moment. But I looked in the mirror and thought, actually, that feels better. Turns out it wasn't that scarves didn't suit me. I just hadn't found how to wear them yet, or when, or which one made me feel like me. Now I keep just a few. The ones that are soft, not too short, and feel kind to my face. The rest, I gave away, happily. Some scarves were never the problem. They just weren't mine. Part 3. Choosing scarf colors that work with your hair color after 60. You don't need a big scarf collection, but choosing the right color makes all the difference. If your hair is silvery or white, try soft, cool colors that echo your tone, like lavender mist, pale aqua, soft gray blue, or light rose. They reflect light back onto your face and don't compete with your hair. If your hair is more salt and pepper, look for warm neutrals with depth, dusty rose, taupe, warm beige, olive gray. They soften contrast and make both the silver and dark strands look intentional. And if you still have some darker tones or a deeper gray, you can play with richer shades, plum, burnt orange, deep teal, even smoky copper. These bring warmth to your skin and dimension to your overall look. Tip: always hold the scarf next to your face and hair before deciding. Some colors look lovely in your hand, but strange near your neck. It's not about matching. It's about echoing your natural tones, so nothing feels forced. We choose bobs not because they're the easiest, but because at some point we know exactly what we need. Simple, clear, no fuss. A bob doesn't try to make you stand out. It simply frames your face, the one you've grown into. But because it's so defined, what surrounds it needs softening. Just a bit of fabric, a shade that's right, a scarf that falls just so to keep the hair from looking too sharp and the face from looking too tense. The right scarf doesn't hide your age. It just gives the eye a reason to linger, because there's something gentle and true. And you don't need a closet full, just one you already own. One knot that feels natural. One little experiment right after this video, in front of the mirror with the bob you've chosen. Sometimes that's all it takes to make the whole day feel just right. And if you're still here with me, I'd love to ask, what would you like the next video to be about? Maybe how to pick the best neckline with a bob? Or how to style outfits when your hair's gone silver? Or even a look at other bob styles you're considering? Leave a comment below. I always read them. And I don't make videos from ideas. I make them from real women, just like you.